Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're going to be going for the latest breaking news in the NFL. Before we get started, please drop a like and a sub on today's video. That would really help my channel grow. I'd really appreciate that. Also, if you're new around here, please comment your thoughts on my analysis and my channel in today's comment section down below. Really appreciate that too. And with that said, let's dive right into the video, and I hope you enjoy. So more breaking news here. It's 11:07 at night, but why not? Adam Schefter tweeting out just moments ago that former Dolphins quarterback Ryan Fitzpatrick has agreed to a deal paying him $10 million that can grow to $12 million with incentives to go to the Washington football team. Wow. So for the Washington football team, that shows them a lot about what's going on. In Adam Schefter's little tweet here, he says that Fitzpatrick is expected to head into camp as the starter, and then he's going to have Taylor Heinicke as the backup who can push him for that starting job. It's a little bit interesting because this tells us kind of what Washington is thinking for this offseason, for the draft, and how to attack the draft, because a lot of people thought that they'd go quarterback in the draft. They still can go quarterback in the draft. Maybe, if Jalen Hurts, if Justin Fields or Trey Lance or one of those guys, or even Mac Jones falls to them at 19, maybe they have a shot. But this looks like it's a one-year deal. It's going to be Ryan Fitzpatrick there for one season, and he's gonna start some games for the Washington football team. It's that simple. We've seen him bounce around the league. He's played for, I think, 9 teams at this point, or this is going to be his 9th team. So we're going to continue seeing him play for some other teams, and this is a fun thing. I mean, they lose Alex Smith this offseason. Now you get Ryan Fitzpatrick. Fun little story here. But overall, I think this is a smart move from the Washington football team. You saw what Ryan Fitzpatrick was able to do in the limited time he was the starter for Miami last year. He was really successful. He led them to a 4-3 record as a starter. I was actually just talking about this with one of my friends earlier tonight. But Fitzpatrick was good. He was throwing the ball well. He was seeing the ball well, seeing the field well. The only problem with him was, interceptions. He looked good. He threw away that Denver Broncos game when he came in on that last play, but he won them the Raiders game. So Ryan Fitzpatrick was really good last year. He was good. The only issue was the interceptions, but nonetheless, I think he fits well in Washington with what they're trying to do. They just need a guy who either can, help the growth of a younger quarterback, if that's Taylor Heinicke or if that's someone that they draft this offseason. And they need a guy that can start some games. And Fitzpatrick was a top 20 quarterback during his best games last season. He was a top 15 guy. This guy can still play at a high level. He can still throw the ball. He can still see the field well. And I think it's a good move for the Washington football team. They want to make a playoff run, and that NFC East is wide open with the Dallas Cowboys, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the New York Giants. None of those teams shock me as we're gonna win the division. So I think Washington has as good of a shot as any. They just need to add a wide receiver this offseason, either through free agency or through the draft. But I like this Fitzpatrick move. This guy can be your starter for 16 weeks. You'll probably win 8 to 9 games. If the defense is as good as it was last year, and you maybe add a wide receiver. But overall, this is a good move. You've seen Ryan Fitzpatrick cement the growth of some younger quarterbacks. You saw it in Miami with Tua Tagovailoa. But overall, Fitzpatrick's a veteran guy. You bring him into the locker room, and he's going to mesh well with whoever else is in that quarterback room. I don't care if it's through the draft or through free agency. But overall, I like this move. It's a low risk, high reward move. You know what you're getting in Ryan Fitzpatrick moving into, I think, his age 39 season, I want to say. But the guy led the Dolphins in passing yards last year, so you can see that he's still playing at a high level. He can still do it, and I think it's a good move for Washington. It's really that simple. So overall, really good move here by Washington, getting a veteran quarterback with good leadership who, could take them to the playoffs. We'll see. And with that said, that's pretty much going to end the video for today. Did you agree with my analysis? Why or why not? Leave your comments and thoughts in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Also, if you're new around here, please drop a like and a sub on today's video. I'd really appreciate that. And with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, see ya.